To get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy. Big chips.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Miami. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 20. Yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mike 180! Mike 50! Regular! Watch the screen! 52 and 56, 52 and 56. Check 37, check 37! Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0! Mike's by 4. Yeah! Mike's by 4. Buzz! Watch QB jump! Right there.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Jeff, go Jeff. Kill!
Fitzpatrick now. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 47 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
X3, 218, chopper. Go ahead. Mike's by 4. 35. 52 and 56, 52 and 56. 54, right there. Hey, zoom. What we got?
Throwing on second and 14. Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 23. first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. The open man is Smith. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Watch safety creeping. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 2. Mike 52. Hey. Gun.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, we go 48. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Hey, alert 3.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. On play action, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
At the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
6 man. Check curls.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Vikings nothing.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Switch. Check. Lucky. Gun.
Now Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. 22 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Hey, chill.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
34.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Fitzpatrick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, G,
Go ahead.
let's go. Pick it up, G.
Yo, kill!
Mike 54.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Here's Sherrills. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 16, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And an alley to run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Wait. Hey, watch that.
Yeah.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Smooth.
That's what I do. 54 is Mike. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things.
PPP.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Yeah, go down.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put them.
Go ahead.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right
Regular.
there. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Returnable for Sherrills. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins lets it fly. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Left.
A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. And he finds Parker here, complete. The 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They come out here in the eye. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Check safety. Check safety. He's crashing.
Hey.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1 And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum.
Let's go. First down and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Run. Hey, Mike 52. Run. Ready? Mike 52. All right, T, let's
Play action now. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Gun. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. 52's the mic, boys.
They run it again with Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Check 52's the money. Check 52's the money. Watch the pass.
Gun.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, 39 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
61, matchbox lights.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Topper!
First down, Fitzpatrick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. When we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Fitzpatrick. And this is Parker, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Balaj. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. They'll
try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Here's a run with Balaj. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
It's third and goal.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And yet again, nowhere to run. This time maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Here we go. Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Vikings on third down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 36-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
54 Mike.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Hey, color. Wait.
Crouch. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Hey. I-7. Jeff, go, Jeff.
Hey, 1-7.
I-7.
54. Mike.
I-7.
From the 44, Fitzpatrick looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Go ahead. 22 jet bomber.
Watch the shift.
They run it with Balaj. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line.
Field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, exit.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
There you go. Get down, get down, get down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, chill.
Hey, watch it.
35.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. Caught. It's Wilson. Past the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Regular.
Switch. Check.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 2nd down.
Regular.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
Regular.
Watch the shit.
Milage. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Right there. 54, Mike.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Sanders' kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They run. Cook. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. 25 yards to the house as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up. Could come back at you a long way.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Mike's 54.
Hustle up now.
He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's a party now. It's a party now. 49. Check 49. Check
Again, it's Cook. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. They find some open field here, and he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the Vikings 1st down.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota